What's up, everybody? It's Wednesday, and I'm back, and I'm excited. I was looking around to see what video I was going to cover today, and I saw that 021G just put out a new song, and I really like 021G. I haven't really done Iranian hip-hop in a little while, so I'm happy to get back to it. The song is called DORADO, featuring FEDI. And we'll get into it in a second. Before I do, a couple things. First of all, as always, I got my coffee. Like and subscribe. Helps me out. I always appreciate that. I'm not a professional. I don't speak Farsi, so please, don't expect me to be analyzing this in great depth. I do this for fun. I do this because I enjoy doing it. And don't be a dick. Right? That's my main thing. Don't be a dick. You may not like the song. I may not like the song. I don't like every rap song. But I try to be really thoughtful when I do these, and I would appreciate it if we could keep that same energy in the comments. So with that out of the way, let's get right into it. This is DORADO by 021G featuring FEDI.
قرار شد با هم دیگه قول بدیم با هم بمیریم تو شب سرمه ای میام دنبال ترج گم بشیم میام دنبال تا تو لوم بدی آخه الدورادومی پیدات میکنم هر جای دنیا که گمی
بودیم همونه که خلافه پلیسم و کلافه هفت را غلافش و لای دوتا ملافه نمیشد گرفت ما رو با دوتا تانکو زدیم بانکو رقصیدیم روی پول تانگو گذشتیم چند باری با هم علبه تیغ کلتا رو میکشیدیم و میزدن همه جیغ کشیدی اسکیما اسمت گفتم نرو چیر کنم شب و تو ماشین میخوابی فرا شب و هیلتون گفتی اوکی باشه همه چی سیکرت کردم قول و قرارامونو به دیکته ولی دیدم تو چشات میترسی چون دیگه فهمیدی ترس من ریخته بیچاری فراری دلاموشو تنگ خونه بهم گفتی مفگرونه تو کردی قصد جون تو قندیدم گفتم تش معلومه همون میبوسیم وقتی تنمون غرق خونه
آخه الدورادومی تو الدورادومی پیدات میکنم هر جای دنیا که گمی هرچی میخواد بشه اصلا هر جا بکشه کسی نمیاد به چشم تو رو به من باشه چشه
شدیم توکیو و ریو نزدیم زیر ایشخولیو میشونم خنده روی لبات میکردم عوض با توکیو هیشکیو گرفتم توی بغلم محکم تنت تو کلی آدم کشتم سرت گرفتم محکم تو مشتم دست تو آخه کلتم خوش دستره گفتم هرچی هم که بشه نیست پای تو گیر من واسه پرت میکنم خودم و جلوی تیر میدونی حتی اگه خودم برم ته درم نمیگیرم تو رو که زیر ولی یه روز دیگه ترجیح دادی نری به فوت پیش من پولا رو برداشتی زدی به چات انگار غرق بشی نگات کنه غریق نجات با که لوم دادی تو دلم همیشه جا
میکنم واسه خطر فقط واسه تو یه نفر میکنم واسه خطر فقط واسه تو یه نفر آخه الدورادومی تو الدورادومی پیدات میکنم هر جای دنیا که گمی هرچی میخواد بشه اصلا هر جا بکشه کسی نمیاد به چشم تو رو به من باشه چشه
That's a good one. So usually there's a little English, so I can do a little bit of talking about the lyrics, but nothing on this one. It is really interesting to me that so the Legend of El Dorado, right? So that's it came from the Spanish invasion of South and Central America. And I mean, it's rumored to be the city of gold. It does not seem to exist. But it is interesting that like a Iranian hip hop artist living in London is still referencing El Dorado, which is a more or less American legend. I mean, I'm sure it also is part of Spain, right? I'm sure there's still some discussions there, but it is interesting to me how, like, you know, our sort of cultural myths cross language and regional barriers to be sort of referenced in other parts of the world. I like the song a lot. I like Rod Pro. He's a great producer. Him and Ashkan Kagan. I've been really happy with pretty much everything I've heard from both of those dudes. I'm assuming Rod Pro is a dude. Might not be. If not, then, you know, I apologize. But yeah, I enjoyed this one a lot. I like FEDI's voice. I like his range, his ability to get up there, hit the high notes was pretty cool. Obviously, you know, vocals are good. It's hard for me to really say what they're talking about. But I enjoyed it. I always enjoy 021G. I like her voice a lot. I think she has a really good delivery. And the beat was really good. This is a slower one, right? I still think my favorite 021G song, it's not Chiyoko. I'm gonna look it up real quick because I wanna get this one right. Let's see, 021G. Jen. I think that's my favorite. But this one's up there. I really enjoyed this one. As I always try to do when I talk about songs performed by Iranian artists, I don't know what's going on in Iran right now. I know there were a lot of protests, and you know, it's been 6 months, 8 months. I haven't heard anything for a while. I'm assuming that they have largely died down. It's tough. It's tough, man. Like, yeah, I'm over here in the U.S., obviously, and you know, the goal of international sanctions is to put pressure on the leadership, right? When the theory is when you see the people suffering, one, maybe you'll be inspired to change, but two, if the people suffer long enough, they'll revolt, right? And they'll overthrow the current government. Historically, that hasn't worked super well. And what ends up happening is you just end up punishing poor people. And the people in power stay in power, and they get richer. And, you know, there's nothing that the poor people can do about it because they just end up in jail or killed. It's very discouraging to me to see that. Obviously, I'm not living in it, so, you know, maybe come off a little bit less impactful, but I would love to see a world where we can just move on from the idea of, you know, empire building. And I know there are some Iranians who would love to, you know, reinstitute the Persian or the Seleucid Empire. You know, you got a very proud history, some very, very impressive people from Iran. But I don't believe in empire building anymore. I think we're past that in this world. We don't have to have resource scarcity anymore, right? We've got enough food to go around. We've got enough clothes to go around. We've got enough housing and shelter to go around. So we don't need to keep people living in poverty. And never going to happen, right? Like, I know as well as anybody that we're not going to just be like, hey, you know what? Let's change everything we've been doing for the last 150 years. But I'm not like a huge John Lennon fan. I'm not really a big hippie, but I do think that we could as a culture, as a society, as humans, we could move on from war. We don't really need to engage in it anymore. We just need to cooperate, and that'd be something. But while we're waiting for that to happen, I'll be waiting on my pony to get shipped here, because that's about as likely. Anyway, that'll do it. Thank you guys for watching. My support is with the people of Iran. I hope that things change. I hope that things improve, and that the freedom is able to come back into people's lives. Be safe out there. Drink lots of water, and don't talk to cops.